The topic that I wanted to talk about today was about being self-centered, and I wanted to share my experience with um, how I found out about it, about myself, in myself, and how I can see it in others now. This is something that annoys me a lot when I see self-centered people, and I also understand that I'm still like this and I could not change that quick, and I still act self-centered sometimes, but I think I'm definitely better at it than a year ago, 6 months ago, a few months ago. So self-centered people most of the time act self-centered because they think it's prioritizing themselves, and it's just caring for yourself, putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself. But unfortunately, it's not related. Being self-centered, it doesn't mean putting yourself first. It just means you're a bad listener and you think is everything about you. So it's two things that are not related. You're prioritizing yourself and you thinking that you're confident, you're smart, you're the most important thing that you have is not the same as being self-centered, thinking only about yourself and not being able to listen to people when they talk to you. I found out about it when I was actually having conversations with my boyfriend, and it just happened that on everything he was telling me, I will have a story of my own. So instead of listening to him and focusing on what he had to say, I was interrupting him, or I was just waiting on my turn to speak and say, yes, I also done that. Oh yeah, I also was looking at it. Oh, I also learned that. Oh, I also know about it. And I was just thinking about myself. I was self-centered and I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to let him know that, hey, I know that. Hey, I know this. Or I also experienced that. And none of the people want that in their relationship. They want to feel heard and they want to feel understood. And the only way to do that, you have to be aware that you're self-centered and you have to stop and you actually need to pause whatever is going on in your head when you want to, oh, I know that, oh, I know that. And you just need to be focused fully on your partner and let them speak, let it out basically, and be truly there present with them, fully pay attention to them, because if they're sharing something with you, it probably matters to them. They're probably trying to share with you something personal, something from their experience, or something that they want to just talk about. And of course, you can talk about yourself. It doesn't mean that you should never talk about yourself and only listen to your partner. It's just the timing. Like, there's a difference between me telling a story about how much I love going for walks and how much I enjoy my favorite park, and my partner replying to me, oh, I also have a favorite park. That park is nice because it has Christmas tree all over the park. There's a difference between this and my partner actually paying attention to what I'm saying. Oh, what park do you like? How often do you like to go for walks? What your favorite tree in that park, whatever. But you're paying attention, you're asking questions your partner, you're asking anyone you talk to, it doesn't have to be your partner, you're just asking them questions to truly understand what they mean and just know deeper what are they talking about. And the only way to do that is not being self-centered and truly wanting to know more about your partner and their needs and their desires and their favorite parks, trees, whatever it is. It was a terrible example, but I hope it makes sense. So the same thing with anything basically. When your partner says, oh, I like skiing, I love skiing, and if you reply to them in a way that you're just trying to tell your story, they won't feel heard, because it was their time to speak, to say something, to tell a story. And instead of paying attention to them, you're just jumping in with your own story, and you're telling them, I also love skiing. You know what, I was skiing last winter, and I almost broke my hand, and it was so terrible, you know. And a person you're with will never feel heard and just wanted, because you never hear them. Self-centeredness, specifically this example, could also be because you very like someone and you're trying to impress them. That's why you try to tell them, I also experienced that, oh, I also like that, oh, I also know that. But unfortunately, it doesn't make the case better. I think you still need to listen to your partner, pay attention, ask them more questions about their experience, and then don't be in a rush. Take a couple minutes, wait, and then start talking. I still find it difficult sometimes, but I'm very happy and I'm very lucky that I'm aware of it right now, because every time I see it in someone, this is very frustrating for me, because I was just walking with my friend actually a couple days ago, and it's a wonderful person and I really love them, but I found it very difficult to spend time with them, because on every single thing I would say, they will interrupt me and they will say, oh, I also know that, oh, I also do that. And it was just so annoying, because I don't care if you know it or not. I'm just trying to tell you, hey, this is my life, this is what is going on. And instead of listening me, that person just keeps talking about themselves. And I think it's not, you just can't have deep connection with someone if you keep doing it, because no one will want to talk to you if you act as in everything is about yourself. Another example of self-centeredness from my experience, it's when, for example, your partner is angry, upset, mad, whatever they feel they don't act as usual, you take it personally, because you think again that everything is about you and you probably caused something. It also comes from being anxious or anxious attachment in the relationship, but I do find it as being self-centered, because again, you think that it's about you. When your partner is upset, you think it's about you, and you keep asking them what happened, there's something going on. And I think that is very common mistake. I'm not sure if other people do it, I probably do, but it used to be me, and sometimes it's still me. I'm trying to work on it, but I think this is very frustrating for your partner, because maybe they are in a bad mood because of the work, because they maybe fight with someone or something happened, they were frustrated because of the traffic, and then you asking them, are you mad at me? Are you sad at me? Did I do something wrong? Just gonna frustrate them even more. I think in moments like that, you should remind yourself that everything is okay. You don't have to be anxious, you don't have to be anything, just relax. If your partner has a problem with you, they will talk to you. If not right now, later. Just relax, be in your relaxed energy, and do not just waste your energy on stuff that is probably not important. Because your partner, if they care about your relationship, they will come up with a solution to fix. If you guys have a problem, let's talk, maybe let's chat later. But if they are frustrated and it's not your bad, and you just keep pushing them, did I do something wrong, did I do something wrong, did I say something wrong, it will just annoy them even more, and then they will probably end up being more frustrated with you. I realized, and that was very shocking for me, that being self-centered doesn't mean prioritizing yourself, and doesn't mean being confident in yourself. Being self-centered actually means being anxious and being insecure, basically not confident. So those are two opposite things. You being self-centered means you just worry about anything and you think everything is about you, and that is not true. Before, people told me many times that you're not a queen of the whole world, blah blah blah, but I just didn't understand that. I didn't know what was self-centeredness, and since I'm aware of it right now, I can try to share my experience, because life was being not self-centered is so much easier. First of all, it means not taking things personally. Your partner can be sad, mad, upset, whatever. A person on your neighbor didn't say hi to you today, maybe they usually say hi to you, or maybe your friend didn't call you when they promised. And if you're being self-centered, all of these things will affect your mood, will affect how you feel, and whatever it is. But you need to understand that every single person has their own life. They don't own you anything. Just have fun and be confident. You don't have to be self-centered. You don't have to be defensive. You don't have to be anxious. You can just relax and be confident. You can just enjoy your life and live the way you want. I think that the opposite of being self-centered is actually accepting and loving yourself, being whole on your own, that you don't need anyone. You being there for yourself, you feel fulfilled and you feel very happy with yourself. And I think that that's true confidence, when you don't have to ask anyone if, are you mad at me, did I do something wrong, are you whatever you are. I think that it's just coming from respect towards yourself, confidence, and being fulfilled on your own. I think a lot of people are not healed, and a lot of people didn't work through their trauma, childhood trauma, or maybe from adult life trauma, and a lot of people use their partners, use their friends to fulfill the pain they have. But I think the key to love yourself and the key to actually live a happy life is feel whole on your own. Do hobby you like, do something you enjoy. Like even me speaking right now in front of the camera, when I'm doing this for like a fifth time in my life, it brings me joy. It's my new hobby and I enjoy doing it. And that makes me feel like a whole person. That makes me feel like I'm on the beginning of the journey of becoming an adult, becoming independent, and becoming a whole myself. And yeah, so this is my experience with being self-centered, and the more I learned how not to be self-centered, the more I understand how my life is getting easier and how much I love, respect, and care for myself. Okay, I'm trying to film this all day, and I just can't stop listening to this song. I think that I should stop my addiction to listening Weekend, because I think his music is not the type of music a classy girl should listen to, and I'm still trying to change that.